Hello everyone, Jai Jigar. This is NISHANT JAISWAL and I am PGT Physical Education. Hope you all are doing well. Okay, so today I am here with the new topic of CBSE Physical Education, that is from class 12. Physical Education and Sports for CWSN, children with special needs. That is those who are Divyang, those who are having some kind of disability or disorder. Okay, before starting the chapter, I would like to tell you that many people with disabilities do not have equal access to healthcare, education and employment opportunities. They do not receive the disability related services that they require and experience exclusion from everyday life activities also. Let me tell you friends that special needs children sometimes are not encouraged to do exercise. Their only parents and guardians may fear that they will get hurt because they are not fit for everyday activities, for physical activities, so they don't send them to that social atmosphere. But physical activity is an important for every special need children as much as it is important for any other child. Similarly, it is important for the child who is having a deformity or disability. Let me tell you friends that participating in sports can help in boosting self-confidence. It can also improve skills in relationship building and working as a part of a team. You all very well know that is known as the quality of sportsmanship, and that is developed only when you are socially interacting with peoples and you are involved in any kind of physical activities and sports. So before moving to the theory part, let me first clear the basic concepts of disability and disorder. You must be having a confusion between your mind that what is the difference between disability and disorder. There is a basic conceptual difference between both, that what is disability and what is a disorder. So before starting with the depth of the chapter, I will just clear that point with you. Okay, so there are two things, disability and disorder. Let me clear that. Disability. What is disability? Disability is an impairment that may be cognitive, developmental, intellectual, mental, physical, sensory, or we can say combination of all these. It affects a person's life activities and may be present from birth or maybe during the person's lifetime. It may occur during any time. जैसे कि accident में किसी का पैर खराब हो गया and he or she becomes physically disabled. आप जा रहे हैं, आपका एक्सीडेंट हुआ, आपका पैर टूट गया और फिर नहीं सही हो पाया, आप क्रचेस पे आ गए, so you are physically disabled. So a disability is any condition that restricts everyday activities. Disability is usually permanent in nature. Permanent हो जाती है, वो ठीक नहीं होने की ज्यादा चांसेस रहते हैं डिसेबिलिटी में, एंड ये आपकी डेली एक्टिविटीज को रेस्ट्रिक्ट करती है, रोकती है. सोशल में जो एक नॉर्मल नेचुरल एनवायरनमेंट में जो आप सर्वाइवल जो होता है उसको इट स्टॉप्स दैट, इट रेस्ट्रिक्ट्स दैट सर्वाइवल. For example, someone who has broken their back and uses a wheelchair and cannot get upstairs in their chair. वो अपनी chairs पे सीढ़ियां नहीं चढ़ सकते. But society expects that everyone should be able to use stairs. Thus, a person with a spinal cord injury, जिसकी back में injury हुई है, has a disability. Am I clear? It's social. We can say it's a social category focusing on a mismatch between what you can do and what the world expects from you. When you are not able to fit yourself with the society, then you are termed as disabled. Clear? Okay. Where is disorder? Disorder is a problem or illness which affects someone's mind or body. Disorder is defined as a state of confusion or a mental or physical problem that interrupts normal functions. It may heal spontaneously, get worse, can cause impairments also, and leads to dysfunction and so on. Just think of an ear infection. You all must have suffered with ear infections and all. It is also a disorder but may not elect a disability because it is cured and does not hamper your normal functions. Like one more example I would like to tell you, that a person with broken leg has an illness or disorder but may not be disabled if he or she can manage normally. However, that same person may qualify for disabled parking sticker while they are on crutches. If a person is using crutches, उसके पास बैसाखी है और वो नॉर्मल नहीं चल पा रहा है, परमानेंट उसको एक प्रॉब्लम हो गई है, तो he will be considered as a disabled person in the society. So now let's discuss the types of disabilities. There are various types of disabilities which include various physical and mental impairments that can hamper or reduce a person's ability to carry out his day-to-day activities. They are broken down into various categories which include the following, which I am going to discuss just now. So, there are different types of disabilities. First is mobility or physical impairment. Okay. So, mobility of physical impairment. What is this? It affects the mobility of a person ability to use their upper or lower body. You can say it is a physical structure deformity. This is a generally related to musculoskeletal and nervous system. It basically affects the person's structure of the body. As I have told you before that जो आपका structure होता है body का, उसको जो उसमें जो problem आती है, जो disability होती है, उसे हम physical impairment कहते हैं. Clear? This disability may happen due to severe accidents or may be consequence of any disease, जैसे कि पोलियो हो गया, कोई ऐसी बीमारी हो गई, कोई बहुत हाई फीवर की वजह से आपका कोई बॉडी पार्ट वर्क करना बंद हो गया. So that also leads to physical impairment. People who have broken skeletal structure also fall into this category of disability, that is known as physical impairment or mobility impairment. Then the second is sensory impairment. Okay, so sensory impairment, you must have understood till now that it is related to the senses, is when one of the senses, that is the sight, hearing, smell, taste, touch and spatial awareness is no longer normal. That means your sense organs are not working properly. For example, if you need to wear glasses, you have sight impairment or vision impairment. ठीक है? Or if you need to wear a hearing aid, जैसे कि कान में कोई मशीन पहननी है, then you have a hearing impairment. So these are the kinds of sensory impairment. These are disorders, normal disorders, and may lead to severe if you are not treating them properly. If you are not precautions and treatments are not done at earlier stages, then they may lead to severe stages. They may convert to severe stages, but they can be controlled in early stages. Okay. Then third is cognitive or learning impairment. Cognitive or learning impairment, it affects a person's thought process, personality and memory. Cognitive impairment is not an illness but a description of someone's condition. It means that they have trouble in things like memory or memorizing things or paying attention to a single, focusing on a single object. They have problems in doing such things. People with such impairments have trouble in speaking also, and they have problem in understanding and have communication gaps, communication problems. These can include intellectual and development disabilities also, which can further relate to difficulties with learning, communicating, remembering information and using it appropriately. Okay, so there are various causes of disabilities, as you can see the chart here. Disability can be caused by birth. It may be genetic, non-genetic. It may be caused through communicable disease also. non-communicable disease also. Psychiatric problems are also the cause of disability. Drug abuse, if you are addicted with any kind of drug, alcohol, or smoking, then it may also cause disability. Trauma and injury is the major cause. Accidents are the major cause of disabilities. And nutritional deficiency, like the person who is malnutritious may also suffer disability in his life. Okay, so I hope that you have understood the topic, children with special need, types of disabilities, concept of disorders, through the help of my video. And if you have any problem, you can contact me on my WhatsApp number, or you can text me through your comments. And till that time, stay fit, stay happy. Thank you, and Jai Jagat.